Thank you, thank you. I was wondering what you were going to introduce me as, because I was ex-Spark, and Chris mentioned that earlier. I'm also known as Auntie. Thank you to my cohort, being the matriarch and all. Talofa lava, and welcome to you all. First of all, just want to start off by thanking Spark, ex-Telecom, also, or what should I say, formerly Telecom, for giving me this opportunity. Rhonda Kurahiki, my boss at the time, she decided that this was a course well worth me taking. I kind of looked at her and thought, why? I've been a leader for 20 odd years. What am I going to learn out of going on a best leadership course? And I'm grateful that I did come along and take this course. My husband said to me, or used to say, you know, tell stories after I'd been on it for 3 or 4 weeks and say, oh my God, you know, we used to come home and she'd sit on the couch or we'd have dinner or something like that. And nowadays she comes home, no television. She's got this book out, reading all the stuff that she's learnt at the course that previous night, or the night, or the weeks that the course was that I did take the course on. It all started 18 months ago, as we know. Everybody said that tonight. On the 19th of September, we met Roseanne Geddy, and on the board, she had written up there, and I'm not too sure if it was actually you or Beatrice that wrote it, replace fear of the unknown with curiosity. I don't know if that was you or not. I took that away because when I was approached to take up this opportunity, I was so nervous. Fear set in, anxiety. I was stressed out because I hadn't been in a classroom for over 30 years, and I was nervous about what I was going to learn. Probably not learn, but you know, how was I going to interact with a group of very, very young people, hence why I was called Auntie. They had another name, and I'm really pleased that they stuck with Auntie. Nana. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. And it's really unusual that I've been last, because right throughout the whole 12 months, I always went first, because nobody else would want to go first. Roseanne, your 10 weeks were fabulous. When we first started off the course, I kept thinking to myself, what am I going to learn? What am I going to learn? You know, I'd already been through it for such a long time. I came away with cultural pizzas. Loved it. Thinking about goal setting, sharing your journey about Ocean Rose. We just all fell in love with that. Unfortunately, not all of us got to go out on Ocean Rose. Learning about social styles, leadership versus management, the fierce debates that we had about what was leadership, what was management, and then of course presentations, feet firmly planted on the floor. Don't fidget, Jason. Speak out loud, and don't say, Beautiful. I thank you for sharing your wisdom and making me believe that it doesn't matter how much I've taken over the 20 years, there's always something more to learn. Thank you. Leadership for strategy and change, Bridget and the girls. It was a long 10 weeks, wasn't it? A lot of time planning and preparing for the site visits rather than, you know, listening to what you actually, well, we did, kind of. But the site visits is what we're planning for, and it was difficult. We had Sky City, who had 3 people in their team and brought out the best, of course. They had the best wine and food, and of course the panel was fabulous. We had the warehouse, very good. You did a great job on your own, Andy. I commend you for that. I'm trying to think of who else we had. Obviously, Telecom. It was a very quiet affair, wasn't it, Jason? Just the 2 of us. And Joe McCollum, he was great. But we all took a lot out of that. You know, we, like Rhonda mentioned earlier, we were able to stand up or sit there with these fabulous leaders and throw all of these different types of questions to them. It was great. So thank you, Bridget and the team. Excellent. Last but not least, I can see you. hiding behind that glass there. We met each other in Mission Bay on our first meeting together as a cohort, and Dr. Selena Marsh came sidling up to me with her big hair. I had my hair out at the time, but anyway, sidling up to me with the big hair, she said, "How's your poetry?" I went, "Oh, who are you?" And then she goes, "Creative writing, poetry writing, how's your poetry?" "Oh, no, we don't do that." "Oh, no, I don't do that." She goes, just gave me that big grin and said, "I'll see you in February." And so she did. We can all witness, or we all witnessed what we went through with Selena. Tears, laughter, lots and lots of laughter, having to sit on the Pasifika mat. Oh my gosh, for 3 hours. It was a real challenge. But seriously, journaling, I think every one of us now loves to sit down and write about our days, trying to dump a lot of stuff, and we refer back to it and reflect on it. I went through a lot of my journals over the last couple of weeks, laughing, crying, thinking about all the things that we went through. Getting introduced to TED Talks. We loved TED Talks, didn't we? Learning about haikus. I didn't even know what a haiku was. It was great. So thank you for that. Poetry reading. We're great at it now. The Brown Legacy. We talked a lot about that. And of course, writing my own poem. And we've got it published, I believe. Fabulous. So for Selena, I thank you for that. Thank you to Best Leadership. Like I said, it was difficult in the beginning to think about what I was going to learn. I've come away a completely different person. So I thank you for that. And Phil, thank you. Good work. Keep it up. Another 20 years, you're in. That's it. Thank you.